Soft ambient sounds of rustling leaves, distant bird calls, and the faint clicking of a blacksmith's hammer. Does that sound familiar to you? Because it does to me. Imagine waking up at dawn in a bamboo hut nestled on a rice field. The air is cool and thick with the scent of damp earth. The sound of roosters crowing in the distance. The first rays of sunlight paint the horizon gold as you step outside, your feet brushing against the dewy grass. This was my life for 3 months, deep in the heart of Bangrachan, a village immortalized in history where the spirit of warriors still lingers in every breath of the land. Mornings began simply. Fried banana and dried fish were my fuel for the day. A humble meal, yet one that carried the essence of this place. As I ate, I'd look out over the rice fields, watching farmers begin their work, their movements deliberate and timeless. But my day was anything but ordinary, and I didn't till these fields. From the moment the sun climbed higher and the heat started to kick in, I was thrust into a world of discipline and rigor. I had come to Bangrachan, not just to learn its history, but to live it, to step into the shoes of its warriors, to feel what they felt. And so, I trained under the descendants of the 11 great heroes who once defended this village against impossible odds. The training was relentless. Under the watchful eyes of the descendants, I was taught the art of sword fighting, not just as a skill, but as a way of life, which carries it beyond just the physical motion of swaying a sword. You see, each swing of the blade carried the weight of history, each stance, a lesson passed down through generations. They spoke of Natien and Naichon, many others. I got to hear these stories, and a bit of it I had to translate, some of it I understood, and other things later I kind of had to piece together. But their stories weren't just tales. They were reminders of what it meant to fight, not for glory, but for survival. The techniques I learned were rooted in these stories, blending strength with precision and strategy with instinct. Even though we were practicing, I was taught that this is life or death, and it was sometimes beat into me. I still have scars on my fingers from cuts of the blade. Adding to this, I had the privilege of learning from a Thai Special Forces soldier. He did a number on me. His approach was different, modern, methodical, and deadly efficient. Yet even he acknowledged the timelessness of the old ways, and was quite proud to come from the village. Together, their teachings shaped me, both physically and mentally, as I tried to embody the spirit of Bangrachan's warriors. When I wasn't training, I found myself absorbed in the life of the village. I drank a lot of rice wine. The people of Bangrachan welcomed me not as a visitor, but as one of their own. I even got to dress as they did, and it was kind of cool. They told me the stories of the great stand against the Burmese, and how the monks blessed the warriors with the yants and all of the different kata, which I was even taught some special kata. How the spirit of unity was their greatest weapon. And I can't really recall having been somewhere previously where community really clicked for me. I saw the importance of it firsthand, the bond of it. Not to say I haven't seen this before, but it was different. The way my mind registered it, my experience, it just hit in a different way. I saw the remnants of that spirit everywhere, in the way the villagers worked together, in the rituals performed at the local temples. I learned to respect the land as they do, to appreciate its gifts and its challenges, and every moment was a lesson, every interaction a glimpse into a culture that valued resilience and community above all else. Living in Bangrachan wasn't just about learning to fight. It was about finding myself in a way I never expected. Waking up in that bamboo hut each morning, I felt connected to something far greater than myself. Even though my back would hurt, and even though the mosquitoes would eat me alive sometimes, even though I had a mosquito net. But there was a history that stretched back centuries that came all the way to me and my experience.
จังหวัดสิงห์บุรีอันนี้คือแบบบูชานักรบบางระจันด้วยใช่ไหมครับ
This is a good performance from the people in Bangrachan village and the men, so many people on there and respect the grandfather and mother many years ago. Thank you.